Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3, where it's time to start stabbing up Act 2.
Can you feel it? The shadows gnaw at us. Do not take them for granted.
Are you the true soul?
Are you the goblin that asks stupid questions? I am death itself with a tadpole in my skull and sin in my heart.
I'll take that as a yes. Listen up. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. The shadows have eyes. Go on.
Very well. It's torch time. Now, what are you doing, Gobbo? Just chilling. That's a shame. I was hoping we could introduce them to the chasm, but we failed. They're just sort of chilling though. I appear to have misclicked and just randomly stabbed at nothing at all. I just want to shank this goblin. Is that too much to ask? It's not, no. Good. Off we go.
I can feel the shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me. The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do.
Yep. You are indeed God's favourite princess. So what does this all mean?
Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
Sounds good to me. I'm sure we'll find something like that in these cursed realms. Now, if we go this way, we can see that there's
She shields me. I can feel her.
a gang of friends down there, but we can't actually get to them. Let's go around this way. There they are.
Hey boy, you want the bone? Fetch! You see that blighter go? Swallowed whole by the shadow curse. Bet he was pure tasty. You're the true soul we're taking to Moonrise, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Minthara sent me.
Right you are. Go through and talk to Kansif. He's been waiting.
Will do. But just go and fetch that bone you threw.
Wait, you're joking, yeah? But we're ready to go. You just need to tell Kansif inside.
Fetch the bone. Maybe, yeah. Maybe we'll just glare at him. We are worse than the shadows.
So you want me to... I mean, I'll just go and, No! No!
That was even more fun than the hyena. Now, Kansif, you're our man.
True soul. An honor. Did you bring the lyre?
We did. It's right here.
Then pluck a tune, and our guide will come scuttling.
I'll do my best. Huh. Turns out music's easy.
Yes, I hear them, Your Majesty, calling us their god and their guide together.
God. A Drider. I always thought the stories were exaggerated.
Greetings, in the Absolute's name. You have been charged with guiding us.
New flesh for you, my queen. But who are they?
Best introduce yourself. Perhaps you'll listen to a true soul.
He better do, or there'll be trouble.
And you? What are you?
More faithful of the Absolute. They need a guide to the Tower, same as us.
Your minds connect, and you hear a whispered voice. The Absolute. Or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the dark.
A true soul. You have more worshippers every day, Majesty. Yes. Yes. They'll do nicely.
Alright, Quelaag, just take me to Moonrise already.
Very well. Gather the flock. Bless us again, Majesty. Shine your light. Protect us. Come. Follow and stay close. Do not leave the light. Do not feed the shadows.
You heard him. Move out!
Yes, let's stay in the light. It's probably a good idea.
Wait. Something's wrong, Majesty.
Who's there? Show yourself! Harper's attack! Kill the cultists and get that lantern! Heretics! Villains in the dark!
These Harpers are clearly enemies of the Absolute. They could be worthwhile allies. But defend the guide and you may preserve your cover as a true soul.
Yeah, no one ambushes me.
Kill them! Tear the heathens to pieces!
So you get wrecked. So, staying near our Drider friend would probably be wise. Can't quite reach that guy for a good shanking, unfortunately. Who else is around? A couple of them are up there. And one down there. Fine, I guess we'll go for a ranged sneak attack if we can. No, just a regular ranged attack then. Lovely. And then are we at least close enough to give you a bit of pocket sound? No. So we'll chat shit against the person we just fired at.
Barrel shot, the wit on you.
I'm not even sure if we need to stay close to Karnas in this battle. They seem to be fine. And they're well out of the light. So let's spring up here. Can we do that? Just about. And Kasmak. And kapow. Sweet, one down. So I'm guessing Karnas is going to head this way in a minute.
No god!
What does Shadowheart want to get up to? Could potentially come around this way. And then options abound. Where did that one that we're softening up go? She's up there, next to the wall. Can't really see her in anything. Yeah, path's interrupted, which is sad. We can't reach that one either. We do have Cunning Dash now, which is nice, because that means we can reach people. Like that guy. Too dark. So how's he surviving out here if it's too dark? Maybe we can stop him from surviving by getting Lae'zel to pop up here. See, she's getting cursed.
I can feel it leeching the life from me.
I suppose it's because they've got a blessing from some filthy Selûnite. That's what's keeping them going. So we will try and stay close to Kar'niss.
You will die here. The Absolute wills it so.
Ooh, Cloud of Daggers. Didn't see what it did because of camera, but I'm sure it was a jolly effective attack. That was clever. Now, even with Long Strider, we haven't got enough movement to get anywhere. But we do, again, have Cunning Dash. Now that we're up top, we can definitely see our foes. Now foe singular. The Starion can probably just jump up there. He's a bouncy boy. There was a spot there, perhaps. Sproing. We don't want to run into Cloud of Daggers though, so maybe we'll just fire some arrows. It's not very effective. I feel this harp is not long for this world.
Got to press on.
There we go. Now, Kar'niss, are you dropping back down? Or are you just standing up there? Yeah, you might just be standing up there waiting for the fire to go out. Does the journey just continue, or do we have to chat to you? I'm fairly sure we have to chat to you again. So come on, crew.
Wretched little things. No better than the shadows. But no matter, Majesty, they are already dead and soon forgotten.
So, something about these corpses. Something strange about them. It's highly unlikely we're going to figure it out, but we'll give it a try. Okay, we did it.
You notice something odd on the fallen soldier. A faint glow about the face, like an aura fast fading. You can feel the power it held. Weak, but still divine. These soldiers were protected from the shadows by a blessing of Selûne.
All dead, Majesty. It is time for us to move on.
They're protected from the curse by a power like your lantern, but weaker.
Because their gods are weaker. None compare to the Absolute.
Well, that sounds reasonable. Alright, let's go. Shouldn't take too long following this bugger. And just like that, we've made it to the town, which means we're pretty close to the tower. Just got to make our way through this toll house, but thankfully no one's collecting today.
New meat drider.
The Queen sent them. Her Majesty's flesh grows full and glorious.
Move.
His thoughts seek yours, searching, grasping. Your parasite squirms in recognition.
Welcome back, true soul.
What's someone of our rank doing on guard duty?
Recognizing our like.
Disciple Zarel's in the Great Hall. She'll be wanting to see you. Rest of you, head on in.
The others will go in, but I will go up. My queen summons me to her chapel to be in her presence.
Whatever, weirdo.
You, sweet majesty, I am coming. My queen.
I suppose that's one way to get in, is just climb the walls. And we should probably just go in through the front door.
Draw my weapon and gut every last one of these cultists.
Inside voice, Lae'zel.
You're keen. Just
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you through the main doors.
Wonderful. But there might also be shopping to be done. Hello, Roa.
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul?
Yeah, we met before, friend. At the old Gobbo camp.
So we did. And it seems we both have a nose for where the real power lies. I've come to pay proper respect. I bow, but the Zhentarim prefer to look their business partners in the eye.
So the Zhentarim have allied themselves with the Absolute then, I guess. Although... discounts. We like discounts.
For another in the business? Don't see why not. We can certainly afford it. Business is booming. These faithful folk don't ask for much. Just some cargo moved to the city. But my goodness, do they pay generously.
Wonder what cargo they're moving. Smuggling, though. I want it in.
Oh, true soul! I couldn't burden your spirit with such material concerns. But I'm always happy to trade.
Good enough. So what have we got that might be of use? Anything? We got some very rare medium armour that adds your full dex modifier to your armour class. We've got a few dexterous folks on the team, so that could potentially be handy. But I don't think there's anything hugely important that we require from Roa at this point. It's just nice to know that we've got a discount. Drakethroat Glaive, that's a popular weapon in general, because you can infuse it with the elements until your next long rest. It gets +1 bonus to attack rolls and deals an additional 1d4 damage of your choice. So that's strong. But do we have anyone that really needs it? Our little short sword is doing pretty well for itself so far. Maybe we'll replace it down the line, but for now it's doing okay. So yeah, I think we'll leave Roa for now. Then what about Lantav?
If you have coin, then show it.
To mock me is to beg for death.
Ha! Bark, bark, like a warg pup you are. The Absolute needs warriors for her crusade. But I see only weaklings in this place.
You want a warrior? Here I am.
Prove it! Who's singing your name?
I've cut the corpses from 1,000 tongues, and those 1,000 tongues sing of murder. It's a good line.
The bridge to glory is built on the bones of the dead. Want anything from my stash? You pay less than the rest.
Wonderful. Let's see the stash. I don't know if we want anything from its stash. Gloves of the Duelist. When holding only one weapon in your main hand and nothing in your free hand, you get a +2 bonus to melee weapon attack rolls. That's good. Because the whole thing with the swashbuckler is that you only carry a weapon, you don't carry a shield or an offhand weapon. But then where would our gloves of thievery go at that point? Do we even need our gloves of thievery? Because Astarion's got the graceful cloth. We shall buy the gloves. And that's probably all we need right now.
Slaughter well, true soul.
Oh, you know it, bub. So much slaughter is going to be happening. I guess next step should be stroll in. Say hello.
I will not be slandered! General, you saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
If I had been given drow warriors instead of goblin trash.
Oi! What? You scrag! Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
Let me make sure I understand this. You're claiming that General Thorm gave you the wrong soldiers.
Yes. No!
You blame the Absolutes chosen for your failure.
Of course it is not the General's fault.
Whose then?
It's the goblins, isn't it? They're all useless. Let's see if we can't calm Z'rell's mind, because we want Minty to stick around. It's a tricky roll. But we nailed it.
Z'rell's mind is a steel trap, but you cautiously ease your way in. You just need to shift her focus a little.
I'm being unkind. Anyone might have struggled with such imperfect tools. Goblins are prone to failure.
Yes. It's the goblins' fault. They failed you, General. Not me.
General?
Take Minthara below. Someone will have to consider her fate.
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
No, Minty.
Bye-bye, princess. And the goblins, General?
You, true soul.
Hello.
You have seen what these creatures are capable of, and you have seen their inadequacies. Isn't that so? What is your judgment?
We did as we were told. We're loyal to the Absolute. Tell him! Enough! True soul, tell the General how the goblins served our cause.
Hopelessly. They are absolutely worthless.
It ain't true! We're good as anyone! Just give us a chance.
And there you have it. We're too close to the ending. And the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No! You creaking old bag of shit!
No, you've just made him mad.
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again.
An impressive display. To be sure.
Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, let us take advantage of our surprising guest and their particular creative genius.
Wait, what?
I'm sure the results will send a clear message to the troops on the importance of discipline.
Of course, my lord. Thank you.
Thorm knows us?
You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish.
I'm allowed to do anything.
They are yours. You can release them, kill them, or feed them to each other for all I care. Just deal with them.
Feed them to
Here
each
in
other.
the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do anything drastic, are ya? We've been nothing but loyal.
You are nothing. Yeah, split yourselves open, crack crack, and smile while you work.
No, please.
Wonderful.
In another lifetime, you were greeted in this throne room like a god, not the living wreck you are now. Your disgrace has something to do with this Ketheric. You yearn to flay him until he forgets himself, as you have.
Yes, it would be nice to lacerate this dude.
He healed up a treat. He could enjoy your cuts forever and a day.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn more about his power.
We must. But we also have other business to attend to. There's a particularly funny bit of business that we'll get to. In the kitchen. Is it this way? Yeah. Well, we're getting there. What's all this? It's all a bit weird. Ah, there we go. There's Barnabas. We're going to look at this mucus first, though.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
Wonderful. We like slimy.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you?
Barnabas.
I've shown Barnabas a kinder way. A kinder name is only fitting. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better.
I mean, Noel's a beast, though. Plain and simple.
Oh, the good is buried deeper in some, that is true. But she will always find it. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do?
How about a dance?
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Barnabas?
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
Bit of an edge to her voice all of a sudden. It's a difficult role if we want Barnabas to turn on her. That's not it. But it might be an inspiring choice, so let's use one of those. That's the same role. That's not the point of inspirations. That's another 9. Oh, this could be it. No. Shadowheart's guidance wasn't sufficient. That's definitely not it. Oh well, there will be no Barnabas antics today.
They battle silently for a long moment, the gnoll's heart drumming with strain. Then all at once, his heart stops.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, Barnabas. I'm so sorry, me darling. Oh, he isn't the first to die. Her love is simply too much for some. I hope you will fare better when your time comes.
You almost made this audience sound dangerous.
You ascend the tower as a true soul, and return as something more. If you return at all.
So yeah, kind of dangerous then. Oh well, at least you still got Timothy.
The Absolute is giving you a second chance, loves. Don't waste it.
And you still got Tamelia. That's just the back door. And back in we are. With Arash. So, who uses strength on our team? Astarion does. Shadowheart benefits from it, but that's because of her club. And Astarion uses elixirs to boost his strength. So nobody would actually benefit from the special potion that Arash can provide us.
Araj Oblodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing.
Let's see what you've got in stock. Because you do have the Ring of Free Action, which is pretty great. You can't be paralysed or restrained. You ignore the effects of difficult terrain. That just sounds wonderful. Someone definitely wants that on the team, I think. The Robe of Exquisite Focus. You gain a bonus to spell save DC. We haven't really got any spellcasters on the team right now, but we'll take it. Just in case, you know.
Come back anytime.
Thanks, friend. Maybe we will. You should probably speak to Z'rell, though.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciple Z'rell?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul.
Looks like we just teleported upstairs.
The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No. Better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. A pool of warmth spreads through your mind as she settles on the memory of you commanding the goblins to die.
Oh, I like you. That was inventive and efficient.
Yeah, and enjoyable. You got any more minions to punish?
Plenty. But I hoped someone of your talents would be more ambitious. You came here to answer the Absolute's call. Let's see what you're made of.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
So let's see. Got all sorts of options here. The Thieves' Camp seems like a good bet. It's a difficult roll, but we've got 8 to 11. That's not going to do it. And we've just used up all our inspirations downstairs.
You feel her grasp within your thoughts for familiar roiling zealotry. It finds no purchase.
No, just a jumble of nonsense. Shame. I didn't have you pegged as a simpleton. However, a blunt implement can still be of use. General Thorm has a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
Yeah. I live to serve. What do I need to do?
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home.
What if he's dead?
Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters.
What exactly was this relic that he was sent to retrieve?
It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
Talking of this relic makes you anxious. Why is that? It's an 18. But again, we've got good bonuses. Ooh. They're not quite that good, though.
I don't get anxious, I get impatient. You have your mission.
Okay, I'm ready to head out.
The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
Wonderful. We got his key. I'm not quite sure why Z'rell was down here rather than upstairs. But the main thing is we can get a moon lantern now, because we're going to need that. Oh, these chambers look nice. Homey. Suppose we'll start by closing the door behind us just in case. And a heart. It's nice to have a snack for later. A book about Cressa Bone Daughter. Saved something that was in a bit of a state. Damaged far beyond what a mere tadpole would do. Said pet was shipped onto one of the Nautiloids to be deployed. It's a feral thing that will make a fine warrior for the Absolute. Most odd. Now, Astarion, do you want to pick the lock on this chest for us? The answer is yes, you do want to pick it. 33, no trouble. The Derivation Cloak. Whenever you poison a foe, heal yourself. Okay. And there's a moon lantern. Fantastic. We needed that. Well, it's going to be kind of awkward to fight out there because using the moon lantern means that we can't stab things.
Something over there.
Now, this altar. Maybe it wants that heart that we've just picked up. We've got access to Balthazar's secret room. What have we in here? The Cold Brim hat. Could come in very handy.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles.
The Night Song.
But they were already imbued with Netherese magic. So where did that magic come from?
Looks like it was used in the crafting of moon lanterns.
Interesting. So we've learned how moon lanterns are crafted, perhaps, from all those dead pixies hanging about. We've got some cool loot from up here. I think it's time to go down to the prison. See what's going on down there. Nice tasty bloodstains on the way down. These look fairly fresh.
We will take it from you soon.
This looks a bit messed up.
You were adored, Minthara. Brought up from the darkness and into the Absolute's light.
She cherished you, but it wasn't enough. You were distracted by your own desires.
Bloodlust, murder, chaos.
Yeah.
And most damning of all, an unexpected weakness. A longing for acceptance and affection. From a mortal. A mortal who disappointed you in ways the Absolute never would.
You have no right!
We have every right.
You are nothing.
Minthara's mind connects with yours. Not strong as you remember, but fractured, disintegrated.
Come to observe, true soul. She is a lesson. None can rise so high that they cannot fall again.
No, I think this ends now, and so do you.
A challenge, sister. Who would be so bold?
Awful, sister. Meat that doesn't yet know it is dead.
You two are barrel of laughs. Let's see how you feel about fisticuffs. Seems like you're not a fan, really, from the way that's just gone. How do you feel about getting shanked? Oh yeah, you didn't like that either. Oh, he saved against blindness. That's no fun.
Supposed to fight back.
Confusion. And pretty much everybody is now confused.
Dead. Scar my mind. I will gut you.
But not Jolly. Jolly knows exactly who she is. You got a weapon. You have. Good. Okay, that works out. Where are you going? Don't... Lae'zel, come on now. Needs 18 to hit, rolled 13. So shield would just protect me from the bonus damage, I guess? But heck with it. Oop. It's probably wise. Now, what was that? Yeah, please stop all of this, Astarion. Shield's worn off, and can we get in there for a sneak attack? No. Can we do a bit of this? Maybe. Good.
I expected to be greeted as a hero, but the wretches imprisoned me and tried to tear my mind apart. I didn't think anyone would come for me.
Astarion didn't come for you, I did. What were they doing to you, though?
Erasing my thoughts and my will. Even I could not have endured for much longer.
Well, that sounds rough. We need to get out of here.
Agreed.
Let's go.
Lead the way.
Wonderful.
Enough time wasted. Battle awaits.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Who's going to stop us?
Minthara is supposed to be in a cell. You have some explaining to do.
This guy. Okay. And it seems as though it's not us again. It's Astarion, despite the fact that we're the leader of the party. But yeah, this feels like something Astarion might say. Just look at her. You've nothing to fear from this drooling idiot.
The guard is happy to let you pass. Minthara is rather less happy about your choice of words.
Wonderful. Yes.
You don't know me at all.
Let's go for a stroll.
Oh, of course. Perhaps
Now, we should probably pop on the old lantern. Keep up, crew. Bunch of Zenta and crates. And then maybe a little jump across here is all we need. Come along, friends.
I last left Moonrise as a commander in the Absolute's army, obeying the voice of a god. I thought I had found a home and a purpose.
Now I leave as an exile. But you risked your life to rescue me. For that, I am grateful.
The artifact connects with her, pulling your minds together and showing her all that you have seen. The prism, your dream visitor, the protection that keeps you from obeying the Absolute and becoming a Lithid. She knows it all in a moment. Her mind reels, but is no longer clouded. She accepts the truth. She has no choice.
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby?
Yeah, we do. It's a camp.
Goodbye for now. I will see you soon.
Yeah, you will. And there we go. Minty is saved. She'd run off into the Shadow Curse, but I'm sure she'll be fine. Now, where's she hiding? There she is. Hello, yous.
It does not compare with the comforts of home, but your camp is almost palatial in comparison to my previous accommodation. Thank you for allowing me to come here, and for bringing me back to myself. Each memory that returns to me is more disturbing than the last. The things that I did in the name of the Absolute. The things that were done to me. They broke my mind.
Someone in this cult might have broken mine too. We're going to break them back.
Precisely. While our tadpoles live, and the cult have the means to control them, we will never be safe. We must eradicate them. Starting with General Thorm. I mean Ketheric. My deference to him is a habit that will die hard, I fear.
He dies pretty hard too, from the look of things. But you'll join me in this battle then?
Not only this battle, but all that come after. Swear that you will keep me close. Until the Absolute is dead, at least.
Of course I will. You'll be a valuable ally.
Thank you. I knew you were different to other true souls when we lay together. Now I know it was the prism that silenced the Absolute in those moments, not you. But it was not the prism that held me and touched my mind and body. That was you.
And I'll do it again. Now that you're free, we can spend more nights together.
For now, we will travel together and fight together. In time, perhaps we will lie together again. Kind words do not always come easily to me.
Her entire being joins with you for a moment, and you see all that she is. Dangerous, cunning, wounded, brutal, paranoid, and utterly loyal to those she trusts. And you have earned that trust, along with a small measure of her affection. It is a rare thing, well hidden in the cold fortress of her mind. And it is precious.
Together, we can have our vengeance on those who infected us. Rest well, and keep your wits about you. Tomorrow, we go to war with the cult of the Absolute.
Yeah, we do. Sleep well. We will venture forth together come the morning.
I would gladly join you in the fight. Leave one of your other allies here, and I shall.
Lae'zel will leave.
Then let us go forth and conquer. Or something to that effect.
Wonderful. We've got a Minty, and she's part of the crew. Lae'zel and her OP armor and her OP sword can rest up for a bit. But what are we going to do with you? Minty, we have got to respec you. So let's go chat to Bone Man. So, she's currently a paladin. A vengeance paladin, which seems fitting, but no more. Minty is now a sorcerer. I don't play a lot with sorcerers, so I might make a bunch of mistakes. But she is going to be a storm sorcerer, which means she can fly as a bonus action after she casts spells that aren't cantrips. What do we require here? We will go with Ray of Frost first and foremost. What else might we need? Light could come in handy in this sort of area. Friends is generally quite a useful spell to have. And then maybe Bone Chill. And for our regular spells, Chromatic Orb and Magic Missile. Does that seem good? No, we'll put Shield and Magic Missile. There we go. 16 dex, just get a bit of extra armor class. Constitution of 14 should be alright. Wisdom of 10 for the bonus, well, for the lack of negative points on our saving throws, and then 17 charisma because that's the main thing that a sorcerer uses. I don't think we need speech skills on her. We'll go with insight maybe. She's not going to be doing a lot of skill checks because she's not the party face. Now we need to level her up some. So as a sorcerer she gets sorcery points which she can use to create spell slots. Get them back after she's used them basically. And she gains a couple of meta magic things as well. So we'll take Mage Armor because I think that might be useful. And then for meta magic we'll take Extended Spell and Twin Spell. So any spells that have conditions on them and such, she can extend the length of that. And Twinned allows her to hit 2 targets with 1 spell. At level 3 she just gets more spells and more meta magic, so maybe we'll take Ice Knife. Or would we just use Ray of Frost if we're using... Because she's going to be a Frost Mage, basically. I haven't mentioned that part yet, but she is going to be a Frost Mage. Cloud Daggers is nice, but she probably won't be using that either because she's going to be getting things like Sleet Storm and such. So I don't know what she might need at level 2. Knock, just for the really high level unlocks, but then Astarion's pretty great at those. Yeah, we'll take Ice Knife. And we get another meta magic. If we take Quicken spell, then our spells can cost bonus actions rather than regular. Another cantrip's available to us, so Shocking Grasp could be useful in case we get cornered. Still just level 2 stuff at this point. Blur maybe, or Mirror Image, just to defend ourselves a bit better. Yeah, maybe we'll just take Mirror Image. And then for our feet, let's have a think. Let's get Charisma up to 19. There'll be opportunities to increase it later in more ways. Although, maybe we don't get that. Maybe we get Dual Wielder so that we can hold 2 staffs at once and get the benefits from both. And we get an armor class bonus whilst we're holding 2 staffs. Surprisingly useful Dual Wielder on magic users. Now we're getting into the good spells. Sleet Storm. Going to make everyone fall on their butts, so it's going to be hilarious. And then at level 6, Counterspell could be useful. Daylight has its uses for sure. We'll go Counterspell, I think. We could replace one of our old spells with a new one. I guess that allows you to get rid of lower level spells and just take more higher level spells, but it doesn't give you more higher level spell slots. So, yeah. Now we're into the level 4 spell, so it's got to be Ice Storm. Now we just need some gear, really. Let's have a look in the old Traveller's chest and see what we've got. We've got Morning Frost. We've got Winter's Clutches. So whenever we deal cold damage, we can encrust our targets with frost. We've got the Hoarfrost Boots, which stop us from falling prone on icy terrain. We've got the Necklace of Elemental Augmentation, which makes our cantrips of various elemental types a lot stronger. I had been saving the Infernal Robe as well, just so we had a robe. But I don't think that'll be required now because we've also got the Robe of Exquisite Focus. So let's pop that on instead. As for rings, do we have any worthwhile rings? I don't think we do yet, but we can certainly pick one up now that we're in Act 2. Do we have... We've got the Staff of Arcane Blessing. Okay. We don't have the Melf's first staff from the Underdark, unfortunately. We could potentially go back and get it. We've also got the Coldbrim hat, which we picked up, so any condition inflicted on a target also applies Encrusted with Frost. So we'll pop that on, and yeah, it might be worth going back to Act 1 and picking up that other staff. But then, how are we going to do that? Because we can't just take Minthara back to Act 1. She doesn't like that.
It's risky to enter Moonrise with an unwelcome companion. You can pass as a true soul, but they cannot. Be sure to keep them close, so you can speak on their behalf if the cultists ask too many questions.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Steel yourself and venture forth.
Now, let's pop on that. Has everyone just taken a load of Shadow Curse damage just from teleporting back? I think they have.
I hate to rest while our enemies still draw breath.
God damn it. No, were these folks just having a nice dinner date when everything went horribly wrong? Certainly looks like it. Sharon's Psalm. And a toxin. Ah, the Harpers neared victory, it seems, so they just off themselves before the Harpers had a chance to capture them. But yeah, if we try and go back now to the Underdark to buy that cool stuff that I want.
If you intend to stray from Moonrise while Ketherick still lives, I shall remain at camp, strategizing his downfall.
Okay, so she doesn't get too antsy about it. She's just going to go back to camp. We can live with that.
As you wish. Do not tarry long.
With the way people have spoken about that, I thought she was going to cause more of a fuss. So people are like, oh, you can cast silence on her and then you can take her back after all. But it's like, no, we'll just leave her at camp then. It's fine. Now, can I please purchase Melf's first staff? It gives a +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. And therefore would be very useful for us. Maybe we can also sell you Minty's old armour now that she doesn't need it anymore. Maybe I could have given her the gloves of Dex. No, she needs the winter gloves. That's fine.
Very well.
And there we go. She's back on the crew. She's back with us, and we're ready to venture forth into the horrible lands. Although maybe we should go to Last Light. That should be our next goal. Something we should certainly do, though, is give ourselves mage armour. Improving our armour class to a perfectly respectable 17. And yes, I believe our next goal after this will be work our way up north and see if we can't find a helpful tavern. But that's going to have to wait till next time. So until then, thanks for watching, friends.